Alright. Live? Come on. Guys, you ready? Aww. Being a cutie? Cutie patootie? Onyx? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, handsome. You want to tell Bill what we talked?
You can?
I asked you if you want to tell him.
So, Bill,
Yes.
we're thinking about reworking everyone's character.
Okay.
For which game? Gotta be clear on that one.
Starfinder. Okay.
Hold on one second. Let me exit the meeting. Because it's being noisy.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're thinking about reworking everybody's character.
Yeah. For Starfinder, and mainly trying to get more party synergy.
I mean, the things that I'm pretty sure Amy's already told you, the things that bothered me last night.
Was the captain was too quiet.
Well, one, the captain was too quiet. Two, the 13 taken.
Yeah.
Fell within the parameters, get him drunk, get him to eat something. In other words, put him to sleep. But with me,
Yeah.
I'd already told you I was on high alert, or
Yeah.
alert.
Yeah, which you can kind of blame that on me, you know?
Regardless, I think you.
Yeah.
We pulled enough. We had enough comments to adjust it so that way it made more sense in the end.
Yeah.
And by the way, the only one that disagreed with my wings was you as the engineer and
Yeah.
Tablet.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's like, that's why I asked you how stressed you were. Okay? Beforehand, okay?
Well, naturally, I mean, I've been taken away by people that I don't know, so I'm
Yeah.
naturally suspicious, naturally
Yeah.
stressed out.
Yeah.
Anytime that I'm tied up in my head is bad.
Yeah.
You know?
And the idea was like, okay, because of this and this and this, therefore, he's going, his wings are, which are currently in automatic response, are going to pop out because of the stress.
Right, exactly. That's the only time they pop out at this point in time because the android itself wasn't complete. It
Yeah.
was supposed to be a warrior.
Yeah.
It was supposed to have a warrior spirit placed in it, so
Yeah.
it was supposedly built as a warrior, but because of the attack, from what I was told, Merlin had to transfer his consciousness in. Which
Yeah.
this is the android itself isn't a good fit for Merlin.
Yeah.
So Merlin can, pretty much can be in control the majority of the time, but during stressful, it's going back to the standard operating procedure of the warrior.
Yeah.
The other thing is, instead of actually giving us another point for the computer, since I rolled so well, why don't you just make it where you...
That's already being, we've already discussed that part. That's going to be adjusted anyways.
Okay, well, I was going to say, since my specialty was like androids and transferring of consciousness, why don't you just make it where there's now a consciousness stone there. It doesn't have to be filled.
Okay.
I mean, it could be filled by Merlin. This is a suggestion. This is all for you.
Yeah. And I'm hearing.
Huh?
Base.
And I'm listening. And you're just talking about it, about a consciousness stone in the computer possibly for Merlin, possibly not.
It's a consciousness stone. Okay, so any consciousness that you deem necessary,
Yeah.
within reason, can be transferred to the computer. You know?
Which our discussion we had earlier, Nix, would probably work to make it so that way. I mean, I have a pretty good idea for how to fix that part.
Fix the consciousness, or
Yeah.
yeah.
And I did want to discuss that with you because just adding +1 to it, that's kind of overpowering that computer.
Yeah.
You know? That's why I said, I thought maybe you'd add another node or something along
Well, I mean,
those
here's
lines.
the thing is, you basically just turn it into a Mark III mononode. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but I just,
Yeah.
like I said, what that can do is, I mean, it can even be artificial intelligence if you want to do that.
Yeah.
You know? It's basically a blank
check.
Check, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a blank check. If you see that we need something.
Oh, I got encouraged.
Hmm? Yeah. I get the idea.
Yeah.
I don't think Bill gets the idea, though. I'm teasing.
Oh, okay. But yeah, and I mean, the captain had a good idea, but as far as going after the ghost ship,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Look,
the
we
whole
couldn't do
Reaver
it because
thing,
we were what, the Reaver thing.
that was
Wasn't
kind
such
of
a
dumb.
good. That wasn't a good idea, but it was a movie plot.
It was.
Firefly.
Yeah, it was. Which, if you haven't realized how I actually kind of tend to run a lot of my games, I actually tend to borrow stuff from other series that were actually kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
it was a good movie thing, but do you know the history of the Reavers?
I know a little bit from the TV series. Okay.
Okay, the Reavers themselves were a intelligent race that was working on something to get them to ascend. They introduced it into the atmosphere, but the problem was that a third of the population didn't have the right DNA.
Mm.
They didn't have the right markers.
Mm.
So 2/3 of the population ascended.
Mm.
1/3 of the population became mentally insane.
Yeah. Which kind of goes against what, because I kind of live with what Jing said.
Why are you echoing?
And, like, mentally insane.
He's
They
lagging.
were the people who sorry.
Okay.
They were always mentally insane. They were the people who went into the black for too long. Okay? Into the deep space.
Well, and that's
Which-
the story
that's just a
told to
diff-
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just a different
actually-
perspective for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then-
yeah.
Yeah. Which is also what they posited in the original Firefly series.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That was the story from the original Firefly series because the
Yeah.
planet that ascended, where
Mhm.
all the Reavers originated.
That was the Serenity movie, right?
Yeah, that was the movie. Yeah.
Which my mom absolutely hated that movie because it didn't feel like Firefly, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Like, again, looking at like
yeah,
some of the original stuff for the Reavers, they were not supposed to actually have a single specific planet. You know? They were supposed to be more along the lines of like a raider group, you know?
which is what they turned into,
Yeah.
and the government was covering it up.
Mhm.
I mean, they put the planet off limits. They cloaked it. They did everything else.
They could.
to hide it.
Yeah. Well, to hide their fuck up, but
Yeah, the only thing they didn't do was destroy the planet, which
Yeah.
had all the evidence, because they were trying to reproduce the serum
yeah.
for the most part.
Which, well, I think we all know that the government that was in Firefly was fucking corrupt.
Yeah. The other thing that we might have to revisit, the underbelly is great on the
Mhm.
world that we are kind of presently on, or the space station we're kind of presently on.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about underworld activities,
And all that fun shit, you know?
yeah, you're gonna have attention drawn to you automatically unless you know you're in like
Yeah.
a seedy bar or whatever.
Yeah.
And then most of the legitimate companies will actually go to the unions to hire their people.
Yeah.
I mean, we automatically went to a seedy bar, so yeah, it looks like we're pirates.
Yeah, I know.
Well, part of the reason
know?
for that, Bill, is because he was trying to get everybody to eventually make a
Yeah,
decision
I
on which
get
path they
everyone
wanted to
to
go. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he didn't know if everybody was wanting to go like mercenaries or, doing cargo or being pirates or any of that. You know, he didn't know how everybody wanted to go with the crew. And so he was going to leave. He was pushing it so that way that the captain would kind of make the decision. And
He did.
yeah, exactly. So he was avoiding any like favorable atmospheres that were for one or the other. Bar could easily, well, because considering it was supposed to be more like a restaurant kind of bar, or like a high class kind of bar, based on the way I initially described it.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
my interesting is like, according to some friends I have who were actually in the Navy, yeah, they hung out in bars like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
So, it didn't even matter if it was a seedy bar or not. 9 times out of 10, whenever you go to a bar looking for a crew, you'll find people who are there who just got off of another ship and who are looking for another one. That was like my entire thought process.
at least in the space atmosphere that we were in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, if you were in the Navy, no.
Yeah, yeah.
There were definitely bars that were off limits, and they were off limits because they were seedy bars.
Yeah.
Not that stopped us.
So, I mean, that was like my entire thought process with like, you're not actually hiring Navy personnel, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were using the old concept of naval personnel about going to bars and stuff, which was, that was their thing.
yeah.
But you got to also add in the present day atmosphere.
Yeah.
Being, okay, everything is unionized. I mean, it even says in the rule book, like with magic users and stuff, people hire on, union wise or whatever wise. People hire on to the crew through the union, and like with me being able to do magic,
Yeah.
I'm that much higher. Now those are the mercs and stuff,
Yeah.
and everything else, anything in a union, especially if it's not a player character, would be a drone.
Yeah.
Programmed specifically for that job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my thoughts too. So how are you gonna rework the characters?
You want me to tell him?
You can, Amy.
All right. Basically, what we talked is I'm gonna take over DM. He's gonna run the last, like the beginning of the last session,
Okay.
and we are going to go to the ship, the one that you were saying. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
you're going.
to the asteroid belt then, because that was the last place it was saw.
Yes.
See.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some strange events, kind of thing. And we're going to go from there. And everything else will be explained from there, pretty much, for everybody.
Okay.
And
Okay. Well,
that's pretty much where I take over. And Nyx steps down, except for when we need we need him to run a game or whatever.
yeah.
Come on. What's wrong? Do you want to go?
Now the other thing that you can also do, I know you had said something about you being lawful, so you needed your alignment changed.
Yeah.
Hi.
That whole computer was replaced.
That's gonna change too. And the computer being replaced is fine.
Right.
That's not an issue at all.
Well,
Hi.
no, I'm saying the computer was replaced, but you're a separate entity. But the computer
That's
still
some of that's gonna change a little bit too.
Okay.
Where do you want to?
Hello.
Yes, I'm still gonna be part of the computer. And whatnot, but it's not gonna be like it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be, how I talked about the trinkets.
Yeah. The
Okay.
trinket that the captain has.
Yeah, it's gonna be associated with the trinkets. That's what's gonna end up happening, yes.
I wasn't part of the original crew.
No,
Even though-
the original crew did not have trinkets at the beginning. The original crew will, as in you guys are the original crew.
Okay, the new crew,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Minus the 13 nobodies.
Yeah, minus the 13 nobodies. It's the 13 nobodies, as you call them. They're potentially gonna still go. Hang on, my phone is ringing.
Yeah, okay.
What's up, Nate?
Hold on again, amigo.
Hola.
Is Bill on his way?
Oh, you need him to be on his way?
Yeah, I thought he had to drop off Pedro.
He
No,
already
Peter got dropped off at 12.
he dropped off Pedro already. So
Oh, yeah, can you come pick me up? I get off at 2.
okay. Does your brother have to work today?
Maybe.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
he's.
so.
I think that's what he's waiting for.
Oh. Okay.
For the original layout, if you will. But you can join us on
Yeah,
Discord. We're discussing the space game again.
Okay. You said I can join?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll fucking on board as fuck, sure.
What, Bill?
Bye, bye-bye.
I can go get him, but
All right, see you in there.
I could go get him, but it's kind of a waste of gas since I've got to pick up his brother anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, he understands.
drop it. Yeah.
I don't want to drop it.
He's biting my pants and my leg.
But one of the things that I was talking about, especially since I interfered with the installation of the computer, since that computer does have to have access to you, that can definitely change your life.
It could.
Well, like I said, we've got some adjustments made that we're gonna try to implement and go from there, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, the ghost ship was a good idea because there's technology on there that even Merlin isn't really aware of yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like the blood shield.
The red shielding that it had.
Yeah, I just call it blood shield.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be made of blood. They're red.
Hello there.
Yep.
Hola.
Oh, and the other thing about the signature, it's no science to it. Okay, if you can actually get it puts out this much plutonium, this much antimatter. Each ship in a futuristic thing has a specific signature, just like the submarine has a specific sound.
Yeah.
Even though they're the same submarine.
What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about the space
Oh.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So long as you can get that signature, which 2 rolls is kind of not really fair. You can add dice just like you did before. Not
Where you going?
rolls.
They told me that somebody needs help in talent code.
Nathan,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
echoing like crazy.
okay.
Give me a second, Amy.
Yeah, I saw him in the elevator. He's next to me now.
You could just say Nathan. They know my name.
Come on.
Come on, Islam. Alright, cool. What's up?
He was echoing a lot.
I know I was in an elevator.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said, so is there anything else we actually need to
Yeah.
talk about, or we find all this out in game?
701.
A lot of it's going to be found out in game.
And which one?
Yeah, just strip the bed. I clean the room. I'll be back there and fix
Okay.
the bed.
So you just want me to do those two? Okay, cool. Can I get a trash bag?
Yeah, if you could. Okay.
Anyways,
Because. Like that.
anyways,
I'm gonna mute real
yes,
quick.
thank you. A lot of it is going to be found out in game, Bill, but it's not going to, it should balance things out and make it so that way we're a lot more cohesive.
Yeah.
Things like I said with Pedro, switching him from alchemist to like gunsmith, blacksmith kind of thing.
Ms. Chemist thing.
Yeah.
Because
Switching the captain, so the captain is more appropriate as well. And then giving people a little bit of a buff for dealing with the changeover and whatnot. So it shouldn't be too bad.
Alright, is the echoing kind of lost a little?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. No?
No.
Then, I don't know.
Let me turn you down some.
Yeah, yeah.
What is echoing exactly?
You. Like, like we
My
hear
voice?
you. No. We hear you, and then it like echoes off the background. So it sounds like whatever the room you're in. You know, happens.
Alright, then I'm gonna listen in.
Okay.
Okay.
It's better
But-
if you turn them down.
Yo, come here. Today's the day. Meet my new baby, Diesel Daisy. Meet her
But yeah.
What the hell is
So-
that? Oh, that's Nick's. Okay.
Napalm, baby. Nick.
Huh.
Oh, going to light himself so you can see he's out from space. Open up her valves and let's see what you
So,
get.
do we have anything else we need to discuss, or play?
Yeah, you can go play if you want.
Yeah.
I only got like 55 minutes or whatever.
And also, me and Amy were actually talking about either making you, or into talking about making you the next captain.
Well, it was either you or Nyx, the next
Yeah.
captain.
Well, I'm relatively new, so no offense, I think Nick's would be a better choice. I'm new to the crew.
Yeah.
Nick's been there since the beginning.
It's gonna be it's gonna be kind of a fresh restart.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way we're doing it is it's not gonna be like a perfect fresh restart, but a fresh restart, if you know what I mean.
Okay, well, I mean, that's doable. It's just, with my backstory, I was never supposed to be placed in this spot, you know? So I kind of got a split personality going on in times of danger.
Yeah.
And I don't think, I have befriended Jinx's character. Of course, Nyx's character is kind of suspect because his tools disappeared in front of his eyes. Yeah, of me, anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how the rest of the room perceives me.
Yeah.
What we're looking at more so is who's gonna be kind of like the best fit for party cohesion. And the reason why Nyx was chosen, from my perspective, is because he's kind of the tie between those over there in West Virginia and Reale and us over here. You know, he's literally the whole reason why we're all kind of hanging out in the first place.
Problem with Nick's being captain, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm communicating. That's all.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm saying, I mean, depending on what happens, as long as it's a logical and legitimate reason, and not just a straight out mutiny
Yeah.
type thing.
Well, it's definitely not going to be a mutinous type change.
Yeah.
I kind of while I was thinking about how to fix things, I came up with a alternate solution and presented it to Nyx. And thus far, it seems like this alternate solution is going to be our best bet.
Well, I mean, the thing about us going after the ghost ship, I'm sure we're not the first to try to hunt this thing down. So this is definitely a good story.
Yeah.
Now, the only reason that I said it was the PlayStation was the armpit of the Moon Galaxy is because, okay, if it's a well-renowned good space station like Deep Space Nine, okay, yeah, you're gonna have your different races and everything there,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have your underbelly, per se, and everybody's gonna know who to go to get these things that aren't necessarily available normally. But let's face it, you had Pedro Scared come up and set down the pirate, and he wasn't arrested on the spot.
Yeah, he should have been.
Okay, and then us talking about the pirates and everything else, or even the gunshot at the pier.
Oh God, yeah.
Is that better now or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
Much better. Even with the gunshots at the pier, because that was a legitimate pier, there'd have been security all over the place.
There should have been.
Yeah, exactly. And that, I mean, I enjoyed that portion of it.
Yeah.
One of the things that I didn't necessarily enjoy was either Pedro is a really, really trusting character, or something's not meant to be right with him, because he was trying to convince somebody he's never met.
Yeah.
And even at that, I mean, come on, I'm in the bar and I pull out my fucking, whatever you call it, I call it a sword.
Yeah.
And I'm in, like, protection mode, like I'm a bodyguard over the town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's me, and the only reason that was because
Yeah.
the crew decided not to treat me as property and treat me as a human.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, the entire reason why, you know, I rolled and why I said that you were caught
Yeah.
was because, like, I rolled really fucking poorly for you. I was like, hey, do you want heads or tails?
Yeah, it was 50-50.
Yeah, it was 50-50 because my entire thing is like, you know, because I didn't see the rest of your guys' rolls.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, okay, because from my understanding, like, all of you guys were too focused on the conversation that was going on.
But, you know, I had sent you the GM part about it. As soon as they started talking about pirates and everything else, I went on alert. You know?
Yeah.
I
You
can't
did.
believe I just did that.
And I told
Wait.
her straight out, I'm pulling my sword, you know? So I was
Wait, what?
ready for battle.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, what do you mean? We didn't start talking about pirates till after we left.
No, Pedro has been talking about pirates since he started.
Oh, this was not this session. It was okay.
No,
It's all the sessions.
he came up to you. Pedro came up to you. You're a
Yeah, that's one thing we got to get Pedro to start playing.
I have what?
You're supposed to have
Pi-
hard feelings towards me.
Yeah, he's not
Well, for
supposed to
what?
like your character.
no,
Your
who,
character's
Pedro?
race, yes. Pedro's
Yeah.
character race is not.
I already clarified to Nix on why I don't care. What Pedro did, that's not my decision, you know?
And the thing is, like, you know, he doesn't care because he was brought up on a ship. I'm just like,
And that's the other one. That's the other one that kind of got me too. Is when he started off, he said he was a slave, a captive on that pirate ship, and so he doesn't
And now
care
he's
because
saying he was a pirate.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
other
that's-
thing too. Okay.
What I didn't do.
You're the captains, whatever. He's
Yeah.
the three, whatever. They're two
Yeah.
different factions. It's like
Yeah.
the mafia. It's like the mafia. Okay. Yeah, they might fall under your group,
yeah.
but it's highly doubtful.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
well,
you know, I
Hey,
kinda
Bill, can I put it like this?
Captain's thing. It only said that you're not allowed to kill another free captain.
Yeah, there's no. It's literally the most unrestricted group ever.
Yeah. Because if I remember correctly,
Okay.
I shared it to both of you guys so that we could actually see what the actual fucking code that they abide by is. You know?
Yeah. But in any way, he was trying to recruit people. Pedro was trying to recruit people, and he didn't have that authority, and he hadn't even been introduced.
Yeah, he didn't even been introduced to your captain.
Yeah.
I mean, you told him about the captain.
Yeah, and I did actually bring Pedro to the ship.
Yeah, but he'd been on the ship, but he hadn't been introduced to the captain.
Yeah.
Actually, did
No.
he even get on the ship?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
I brought him up. Okay? So, AK, another crew member. What?
I thought y'all were walking up as Jinx's character was having his conversation with his wife, which means he never made it on the ship.
Yeah.
No, he went on the ship and then they went back out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, regardless of that, that was the other issue we had is, he's like, oh, I'm going to get involved in someone's relationship. Yeah, no, you don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my entire thing is like, you know, if someone's having a problem with a relationship, you know, like, hey, do you want some advice? You know?
Asking for, or offering advice,
Yeah.
and going in and saying, I'm going to, fire my, gun at this person or weapon at this person, that's two different things.
Well, I mean, the other problem as well is it's also very socially inept. I want to say.
Yeah. But the captain is definitely gonna have to be somebody that's gonna be vocal, decisive, everything else, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, okay, hold on, I'm thinking about it.
I mean, granted that, like, you know, back in the olden times, you know, pirates and stuff did actually have votes.
Having votes is not the issue.
Well, no, like, here's the thing, though. What, like,
The issue is when he went, when they were presented with the situation at hand,
yeah.
as in they were presented with the issue with having to buy the crew. I had to step in and make the call. I stepped in just because I knew he wasn't going to speak up. I mean, during that whole incident there, your dad needed to speak up big time.
Yeah.
Because, like, having everybody else speak up on his behalf, it doesn't make the captain look good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was also going to be quiet. Plus, also, he did also turn over the captainship. You know, kind
He
Kind
He turned over the captainship.
kind of to Pedro.
When did he hand it over to Pedro?
Before that, I mean not Pedro. Nathan.
He
So-
allowed Nathan to portray as the captain. Yes,
Yeah.
Which
that was
Oh.
my perception.
Yeah.
allowing him, I didn't hear him say anything. That's the thing. I didn't hear him say anything to anybody about Nathan acting in his stead.
Yeah.
Again, I could,
Yeah.
and again, I couldn't hear him, and Nathan was having a hard time hearing him too. With, like I said, with his blowing my eardrums out after I took over the computer.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is.
I like your dad. It just, we can't hear him, huh? We need to get him either better mic or show him how to turn his microphone up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which I'm thinking that, maybe a couple... About an hour, maybe a couple minutes here from now, I'm gonna, sit there and try to bring him into calm, being like, hey, dude. Like, you're very quiet. You know?
And being quiet. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah.
Some of the good examples, I don't know what type of TV shows you watch,
Mhm.
but like Firefly, apparently he's watched, okay?
Yeah.
Look at the Firefly captain.
Yeah. Shepard.
Shepard, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, he's made some decisions that the crew didn't like,
Yeah.
but they followed.
Yeah.
Like taking the doctor on board along with his sister. Oh,
Mhm.
the crew hated that.
Yeah.
Going to see the prostitute all the time.
Yeah. Well,
They
take
got to
me,
like the prostitute, but at first it was no. And then,
Yeah.
at some point in time, the crew was like, yo, Cap, we need some money. And
Yeah.
the only one that stood fast with him was the black lady. I think she was the second in command for the longest kind of time.
Yeah.
And that's because she served under him. So there was a bond there. See, the new captain, nobody's served under him. He hasn't saved anybody's life. He hasn't really
Well, I mean, I sat there and I brought up, the only reason my character is even really watching over him right now is because I knew his grandfather. You know?
Well, and the only reason why I'm actually watching over him isn't because of is also because of the grandfather.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm only tied to him by a trinket. So realistically, the trinket goes. If he loses that trinket and someone attacks him, I'm not helping him. It would be against what you and I had discussed. Me being more of the protector, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Now, that is something else that you need to figure out too, as far as with the ship goes. We now have 5 gunners.
Yeah.
You now have what?
That means the 5 gunners we need.
Yeah.
So that means that at the gunner phase, all 5 of them, well, the EMP will never fire off when the rest of them are. But all 5 of the guns legitimately have to be charged.
Yeah. Which is kind of a pain, but that's why I was talking about whenever we go to the next world. When Amy takes over, I'm just gonna say, hey, let's just make the PCO go up by 1. Which, if I remember correctly, Starship, other systems. No, it's primary systems.
Yeah, it's primary system.
Yeah.
He's.
No, it is actually considered into the other systems. Other systems. Sensors. Countermeasures, crew quarters.
It's okay, Rascal.
Okay, yep. The next step up would be the would actually only give us 50 extra. Okay?
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that. We couldn't
Yeah.
afford it.
Yeah.
But we could afford. This would have had to been done in your shopping phase. But we could have afforded the expansion bay.
Yeah. The power core expansion bay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because our power core itself, yeah, is 50 points. But the
150.
expansion bay, yeah, 150 points. But
Yeah.
the expansion bay could have, we could
Yeah.
have done that.
You could have done it. Well, bought another power core the same kind to get to like 300.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? Yeah.
But that was, I mean, and none of those things could actually be done. Well, Jinx's character managed to convert one of the cargo holds, but speaking, unless you were willing to pay for it outright, it couldn't be done.
Yeah.
So Jinx has actually claimed a quarter of, well, pretty much a quarter of the ship.
Expansion bays.
Yeah, a quarter of the expansion bays.
Yeah.
Which the captain would notice that one of the expansion bays was not a cargo hold now, but still, you wouldn't necessarily know. But see, that's the other thing. The captain of the ship knows the ship.
Yeah.
Supposed to know the ship, but he started off as not actually knowing the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, the captain's supposed to know the ship, which is another reason I think Nyx would be a perfect
Candidate.
candidate for captain. Because the engineer definitely knows the majority of the ship. He may not know the weapon systems like he's supposed to, but...
Actually, I could probably repair the weapons if something happens with them. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But in terms of, like, you know, knowing how to do firing solutions and shit, no.
And again, that's why you have Amy's character and
Yeah.
or the ship's computer.
Yeah. Which also, by the way, I really do kind of hate having to figure out firing solutions.
Well, I mean,
All
realistic.
the shows, movies, and everything else, the computer does most of it.
Yeah, the computer does most of it, okay?
Unless the computer is knocked out and they have to do it manually.
Yeah. Me and my dad were actually talking about like how complex it is to figure it out manually. Okay?
It's a lot of math.
It is. It is. It's so much math, and you have to take into account so many different things.
Like with a submarine to figure out a firing solution for the
Yeah.
torpedoes.
Yeah.
You have to put it at 180 degrees in front of you for one thing.
Yeah.
Maximum range for the torpedoes is this.
Yeah.
You have to figure that it's moving, so unless you are directly behind it, you have to aim. You have to leave it.
Yeah. The ship's movement is this, you know,
Yeah.
its bow is facing this way. Its current speed is this.
Yeah, and he can't stop on the dime.
Yeah. You know? So you end up having to do so much more math that... And you actually want to, fire it, far enough away where, they're going to hit it. But you don't want to fire it too far away to where, like, they actually have a chance to see it and just stop and just let it pass, you know? Let me start my piece.
Okay.
On the ship itself, I see the computers, I see the shields, I see the defense, I see the armor, I see the thrusters. The seasonal is basic, so that means following through in orbit we pretty much can do it. And I see the power core, but you have something basic medium on the end. I don't have a clue what it is. Oh, the sensors. Okay. I can pass over it and see what it is. That Now you're gonna have to put in some additional gunners down here as NPCs.
Yeah, we've pretty much gonna end up doing that anyways.
Yeah. But like some of the better captains, you got Picard, you got Kirk. I mean, they all have their own style.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have to decide what your style is. Like Kirk is fly on the seat of his pants and come up with the unexpected. Picard
Not Kurt. I was being sarcastic.
Picard is more of the tested battle things, but he does throw in the occasional fly by the seat of his pants type thing. He takes risks. Hello?
So here, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. We lost Nick. So it's not any need to talk about it. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Yeah, we were just talking about how, like, Picard hasn't he's more rule-based, but he does put in the occasional, oh, you didn't think about that, did you? Type thing. And he depends on his crew a lot, okay? But he's still very vocal and very much able to make decisions. Kirk is more fly by the seat of his pants, and the only reason he's balanced at all is because of because of the Doctor, McCoy, and because of Spock. Other than that, Kirk never made it. You know?
There we go. Now I should be able to hear you guys.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. I was talking about how Kirk is more fly by the seat of his pants, where Picard is more of a follows the rules.
Yeah.
Or his set of rules, I should say.
Yeah.
He does throw the occasional ointment type thing.
Yeah.
Like when he did the Picard maneuver.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, I was gonna say with like the whole thing with like old-timey pirates, is the role of captain for the older for old-timey pirates was actually more of a voted position. Okay? Basically, most of the time, most captains were actually elected into that position. And really, the only say the captain had was actually in a time of combat. And some of the day-to-day stuff on the ship, you know? Like figuring out...
this from? Where are you getting this from?
That was like from a book that I read like a really fucking long time ago. Okay?
The captain of the ship basically is usually based off his reputation. A pirate ship, anyway. I mean, look at Blackbeard. Look at the Dread Pirate Robinson, who was.
You're going off a movie, though.
Yeah, well, I'm going off. Or not.
Here you go.
Captain
Roles and duties on a pirate ship. The captain was elected by all the men in the crew and could be replaced by majority vote by the same. Cowardly or brutal captains were quickly voted out of their position normally. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and that's actually from the Wikipedia page itself, you know? So... But yeah.
Just out of curiosity, why do we have a mining laser on ship?
Why?
Yeah.
Because it was in case we decided we're gonna be a mining crew instead of
Yeah.
the ladder.
Well, I mean, you know...
Again,
just doing
remember, like we were saying, he wasn't sure what everybody was gonna be, or wanted to be,
Yeah.
so he kind of generalized everything. Now, as for the mining laser, well, it mines more than just the materials off of a rock.
Yeah, it can also be used as a weapon. And it's actually a particularly nasty weapon with a short range, okay? If you actually read what it does. You know? Which is, let me see here. Launch game. Yes, I know. Bad of me to forget shit, right?
No, not at all.
Let's see here. Nope. There we go.
Alright, the railgun makes sense. Port weapon. Okay, that makes sense. Starboard weapon, that makes sense. Okay. And her. Okay, so the mining laser basically mines stuff and pulls it into the cargo hold, right? So that means most of the cargo hold area is in the aft of the ship.
Yep.
And the heavy EMP is what? So the EMP is actually directional?
It's forward facing, so it can only be shot forward.
Okay, because that's not the way EMPs work. It's a beam. It's a beam that's shot out, but it's omnidirectional. You know?
Yeah.
Usually, but hey, if If you say it's on the forward ship, it's on the forward of the ship, so that's fine.
Let's see here. EMP. Yeah, here we go. A weapon with this special property emits a beam of electromagnetic energy that does not deal damage to ships or shield, but plays havoc with his ship's electronic systems. On a
Okay, so
hit.
it's aimed. It's aimed. It's not. It's controlled.
Yeah, it's an aimed weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. And I kind of put it on the forward because I was like, it kind of makes sense if you're trying to, like, you know, use it as like a chaser beam.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, no, maybe not, because if we have a heavy EMP, it's assumed
Hmm?
that we have EMP protection, so we don't have to shut down everything.
Yeah.
And if it's directional, then it's the target, whatever target it hits.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like I said, though, as well, it's also like, going over it as well. Let's see here. On a hit, an EMP scrambles one of its target starship systems determined randomly. This causes that system to act as if it had the glitching condition for 1d4 rounds.
Okay.
If the system is already damaged, instead increase its critical damage by 1 level of severity for 1d4 rounds.
So we could legitimately open fire with everything but the mining laser.
Yeah.
Because the mining laser would have to be something that was behind us. Relative, I don't know what
Yeah.
the range is.
It's a short range, so it's probably 25. Okay.
5 squares?
Yeah. No, not 25 squared. Oh, let me go into Starship weapons here real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah.
5 hexes. Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Medium range of 10 hexes or long range of 20 hexes. Okay.
Okay. Now something else you should be thinking about too with the mining laser.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not limited to ore,
Yeah.
so it could potentially pull power from the shield, whatever.
Hmm.
You know, if it hits.
Yeah.
And it could pull materials from the ship. If it actually hit the ship,
Hmm.
then it would pull materials from the ship, depending on what y'all had it set for.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's crystals in it that determine what it actually mines. Some kind of crystals or something.
Hmm. Let's see here. If I remember correctly. Type range. Here we go. A weapon with this special property fires a highly focused beam of energy that can slice through shields with ease.
That's a mining laser?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Burrowing weapons are always short range and cannot fire targets outside the first range increment. When a burrowing weapon's beam hits shields, apply half its damage to the shields and the other half rounded down to the target vessel's hull point.
Okay, that makes sense.
If any of the damage applied to the shields depletes those shields, apply the remainder to the ship's hull points as normal. If a burrowing weapon deals damage to a ship with a damage threshold, have that threshold before determining if any damage is dealt.
Right.
So yeah, it's actually like a really fucking good weapon.
Short range, yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like one of those like fuck you guns, you know?
Yeah. It's definitely like not like the mining lasers I'm used to.
Yeah.
And it's only useful where it sits. It's only useful if something's chasing us.
Yeah.
Whereas the rail gun is good if the ship is further away from us. The other two light particle beams are good for mid range, basically.
Yeah. And then the
What-
coil gun can fire in pretty much any of those zones. Okay? Because it's
Including rear.
Yeah.
Including rear.
Yeah. It's a turret.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's also the first target that they would go for when they're trying to disable the weapons.
Yeah. Because it's the most obvious target.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like I said, I tried to actually think about this logically, as in, what would actually be used as like a chaser gun.
Right.
What would be used as a anti-chaser gun, Like,
Now-
okay,
Now,
Go
are
ahead.
you going to have a chief mate, or is that just going to be an NPC?
I was planning that to be one of you guys, if one of you guys wanted it, but I could also just make it an NPC.
I mean, it's basically like a master chief.
Yeah,
They're overall in charge of the
the crew.
officers. Yeah, the crew.
Yeah, kind of like a NCO.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is an NCO.
Yeah, non-commissioned, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, you have enough time and training to be considered an officer, but,
Or you have enough time in service.
yeah, but you don't, but no officer position has actually opened up for you,
Right.
Not so,
Not that most master chiefs would want an officer position. Because they already have the respect of their crew. The XO in general is in charge of everybody, all the crew.
yeah,
So the XO being the second in command.
the lieutenant,
Uh,
who would actually be the envoy.
Okay.
But not just like he's gonna be the best at that, just because he can actually, just do diplomacy to get people to do shit,
Well, yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah.
At least in
should have the final say so. So
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
the captain is responsible overall for the ship.
And it's day-to-day runs and shit, But yeah. Like I said, generally according to like the olden days, the captain was actually a voted position, on most pirate crews.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, in this case, Odd would still maintain ship ownership. It just he wouldn't keep the captain position.
Yeah, the captain role. Yeah. So we could actually just, if we all agree, we could vote him out. Okay?
Well, and that's kind of what I was going for too, is giving a reason for everybody to have an adjustment and giving the adjustment a purpose.
But what position would he fill?
Engineer. At least that was the idea. I don't know if that's what he would want. I haven't asked him yet.
That, Odd is actually a technomancer. I was thinking either magic or science officer.
Either
I've set the magic officer up nice, so if
Yeah.
he wants to be magic officer, that's fine.
Yeah.
And as far as science office goes, let me pull up my character.
I was thinking either you or Pedro.
Science.
Yeah, science.
Let's see.
well, I mean, science-wise, if you Pedro would be good for more of, like I said, he knows a good amount when it comes to. He knows enough to play his character right when it comes to blacksmithing or smithing.
Yeah.
So I still stand by what I said. I think he's best off in a smithing position.
So kind of like Chief Mate did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with the engineering at 4, the computers at 4, I think I would probably be a better engineer.
Hmm.
But your scores are fucking outrageous in those. You know?
Seriously? Well, it's
Which-
because I kind of like every time I've leveled, because I would like, okay, I am the ship's engineer. I've been like, okay, I should be dumping points into computers and engineering.
Which
You know?
you haven't seen his remake, and we flipped some stuff around, Bill.
Mhm.
And his character remake is actually, I mean, it didn't take much to make him a decent captain.
Yeah.
You know, yes, Nathan is focal on going off and talking to people and stuff like that, but there's a lot of things that Nathan's character is missing because he focused everything into basically one area.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he doesn't make a good captain for his character. Now, it could easily be fixed. We could easily help fix that too.
We could.
If Nyx isn't wanting to take that position, you know?
I mean, I would rather have a crew vote for it, but
Well, and that's the reason why I said you should be the captain, Nyx. Because if you look at it, no matter which way you look at it, between here and your place, you're the one that literally is the tying person to all of us.
yeah.
If there's going to be adjustments, then I could adjust stuff, but like I have Intimidate at 2 right now, but that's because this body was originally built to be a fucking warrior.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure we.
Having Merlin take control of it, that's when all the spell casting and everything else started taking effect.
Yeah.
That's why level-wise, I haven't put anything additional into my Solarian.
Yeah.
It's all been into Mystic. But if we reworked it, I mean, I could be either engineer, which would make sense as a techno.
Yeah.
Because I'm a combination of magic and techno myself.
Yeah.
But because of what this thing was made for to begin with, it's more of a warrior. He does have he has Intimidate, Perception. He does have 2 in physical science.
Good.
So, I mean, I could be the science officer too, if necessary.
Yeah.
And then I've got professional spellcaster and video gamer.
Yeah.
Which really the video gamer only have 1 in, so I can change something out there. The only reason the video gamer, what profession was chosen, is because that's more of a dex thing. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go pick up Nathan and pick up Tyler.
Okay.
I can join you
Sounds
so I'm
good.
gonna exit right now.
Alright, Hanson.
Yeah. Which, honestly, Jinx, what do you think of that? I mean, not Jinx, Amy.
About?
What we talked about.
I still think you should be the one. I mean, in reality, we could do a vote, but at the same time, like I said, when you take a vote, if you're taking a vote amongst those here that play with us, it's pretty much, no matter how anybody looks at it, the one that holds everybody together is you. And Nathan is calling me.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Yes, girly man.
Yo, Bill left yet?
He is actually heading out right now.
Okay. Does Tyler not work today?
He usually picks up Tyler at 3.
Oh, Tyler doesn't have to come in till 4?
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense. Okay,
Yeah, he
that's
picks Tyler up at 3 and goes and picks you up. So that way it's not,
fine. Yeah, I was just
Both of you
asking
being
because I was rushing because I thought he was going to be here soon. But he's not, so that's good. I just did like an extra hour of work because the person that was stripping rooms, it's his second day and he was slacking very much.
Should tell him, rooms must be naked 24/7. Tell him rooms need to be naked 24/7.
Yeah. Are you in Discord?
Yes.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Alright.
I'll be back.
Alright, handsome.
Yo.
Hello, girly man.
Hello.
How was
Oh.
work today?
So what about the Starfinder? You're planning on completely resetting it?
It's not going to be a complete reset, no.
Just
No, everyone's gonna keep their levels.
position adjustment?
Yeah, we're adjusting positions and stats.
Certain position stats. We're not.
So
like,
I'm still going to be the
like-
right-hand man?
Well, that's up to Nix. Nix has kind of talked about he's not sure if he wants to do the vote system like they do in the for original pirates and whatnot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we haven't even decided if everybody's going to be a pirate or whatnot. You know.
Wait, why are we
Yeah.
pirate?
We're not.
Okay, I was about to say.
No, we as in the group has not decided if we are going to be what we are going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind being illegal drug smugglers, but as soon as we turn to pirates, I'm out.
Oh, just for that, we're going to be pirates. The Caribbean.
Alright, that's completely fine. As soon as you start trying to talk to someone, we'll see your issue there.
Who am I talking to?
The government.
But I'm talking to you.
No, you're
I'm
talking to
going
Biden.
top as soon as we go pirate.
What'd you say?
Amy, you're talking to Biden, so he gives you a -5 to insanity.
No. It's a plus 5 to insanity.
Oh, I meant plus. Yeah, I meant plus. I meant -5 to rationality.
No. It's -5 to intelligence.
Yeah.
It would be -20 to rationality.
I agree. Fuck out my area, ho. Were you scared someone else was here, Noah?
Yeah,
No, you popped up like you thought a guest was here or something. Oh. Anyway, you're saying, Amy?
That's
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you something real quick?
What?
Okay, so, well, first of all, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Nice.
okay. Why would being a space pirate be a bad thing for you?
Huh?
Why would being a space pirate be a bad thing for you? You know
Because I'm
damn
part
well
of the Free
that's
Captains League.
yeah,
Hey,
but you
I'm a
know
pirate.
you know
No.
damn
The
well-
Free Captains League doesn't discriminate, but I'm saying I don't want to be a pirate.
But you know damn well you would end up being a pirate anyways because of your nature.
No.
Yeah,
There's a difference between a pirate and an illegal drug smuggler. I wouldn't kill people.
much.
Nor would I take him hostage.
Wait. No, that is a lie and you know it.
What are you talking about?
Right, Hitler.
No, but for real though, the only reason is because I'm not. I don't want to be. That's it. I really don't want to be classified as a pirate. That's boring.
I mean,
You can't make an
classified actually-
intergalactic empire off of being a pirate.
Yeah, you can.
Not easily. Not easily.
You can't make an intergalactic empire easily.
Yeah, you can. Do you want to know how you can make it easily?
Become
Wow.
emperor.
Alright, it's really, really, really simple. Get a bunch of dumb people and have them start saying dumb shit. Then people around you will start going to those dumb people thinking they're dumb and saying, hey, these guys are dumb. Then you agree with those people, start discriminating against that specific dumb person. Then what you I'm explaining the way that communism came to power, by the way, if you didn't
Yeah,
understand.
I know.
It was a joke.
He's actually implying that
Yes.
that he's dumb and he wants you guys to take over the world and be emperor.
No, I just want the only thing I really want in the ship part. I just want free will. That's literally it.
Is that like a whale?
The
Free
what? I
Willy.
said free. No, free. Like I don't want to be fucking like crazily told what to do.
You do realize that pirates were like big proponents of freedom, right?
I don't want to be a pirate.
Well, it
But
all
let me
depends on what the group
clarify.
wants, anyways.
Let me clarify.
Yeah.
I don't mind being outlaws. Pirates? No, pirates are too degenerate for me.
Pirates are degenerate.
You want to know why pirates are too degenerate? Because they're too low.
Because someone's
If
playing
we're
an
doing
alchemist.
something, we're not 50%ing that shit, alright? We're 100%, not pirates, we're jumping straight to outlaws, alright?
Pirates are outlaws, Dorkish.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
mega outlaw.
But have you ever heard the story of Blackbeard?
Yes.
He was a pirate and an outlaw.
Yes, but I'd prefer to be an outlaw, not a pirate, if you understand what I'm saying.
They're the same thing.
No, I know, I'm fucking with y'all, I genuinely don't care.
Okay.
I just don't want to be, I don't want to be told what to do, that's it.
Sit.
No, fuck off.
I told you what to do, therefore you failed.
Denied.
Hey dude, be a bitch.
What's that?
Get bent.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What was that?
Come over here and be a bitch, okay?
I can't hear you. Sorry, what was
He
that?
wants you to be his bitch.
Sorry, Amy, I can't hear you. Can you say that again?
Yeah, he wants you to be your bitch.
Amy, sorry, I can't hear you. Can you say that again?
Yeah, I could. But you heard me. You heard me the other 15 times.
Sorry, Amy, I can't hear you. Can you say that again?
I know you can't. Well, you know, Nick's realistically, we're just gonna have to get him a fucking hearing aid.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't need a hearing aid. I can hear you. I just choose not to. It's called selective hearing
I'm
loss.
sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh,
Yeah, we
selective
can hear
hearing
you.
loss.
Have you checked your connection?
Also, Amy, if you couldn't hear me, then how did you know I was talking?
Exactly.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't call me out for it though, so I win.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't actually mind being pirates as long as we're not like
We know
we're
what
not
you're
gonna be
saying.
stupid pirates. I don't want to be a stupid. That's all.
Estúpido. Estúpido.
Yeah.
So in other words, you don't want to be a chemist. Got it.
I don't want to be a pedrochemist.
What? That's what I said.
No. Chemist is different. Pedrochemist is.
But you knew what I meant.
No. I knew what you meant. I didn't want to acknowledge that he was a chemist. Yeah, but what is it called?
I don't know. What is it called?
Yeah, I really don't know what he was doing.
What is it?
He was trying to make such like a gas like that's I'm not even gonna get into it right now. Trying to think what he was comprehending hurts my brain.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking either.
I still
Yeah, I
think
don't
it's
know.
funny. I still think it's funny. Like I said, the first 2 games, he said the same thing, just in a different way, and expecting us to kind of give in to him using chlorine. I mean, chlorine. Come on, it's chlorine. It's not as bad as people think, but at the same time, you gotta know what you gotta know your chemicals in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, because chlorine.
Why is it back in World War I?
Huh?
It just wasn't nearly as effective as people think.
Yeah. Do you want to know why it was effective?
Oh,
Does
he
it
didn't
not
say.
know it's
He
effective?
didn't say it's not
No,
effective.
because they had no protection against it. Like they didn't. Hmm. Yeah.
Hey,
Why, have
little
you been
boy,
talking?
want some candy? I can barely hear Bill now.
Yeah, I can barely hear Bill.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
What I was listening to is, as of this moment, we pretty much got bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Well, bounty hunters are kind of neutral, though.
And realistically, it depends on what everybody votes for, so I don't think we should really worry about it too much. We'll wait until
Yeah.
Saturday and have everybody vote on it and figure it out from there.
Who votes we should be drug lords?
Smugglers.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, but okay.
We should be your mother.
No,
What?
no.
Why are you being a very smart and respectful individual?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't expect that, Nix, huh?
Because my mom actually raised me to be smart and respectful.
Oh no, you said your mom, not my mom. Not your mom, my mom. Because your mom is my mom, but my mom is your mom. You get it?
Yeah.
No, you don't. I didn't even get what I
Said I'm
said.
sorry, Mama. Never meant to get hurt by you.
I was about to say, you never said I never meant to hurt you. I'm sorry, Mama. That's it. No. It is time now.
It is time. I know exactly what you're looking for.
I'm
gonna
scared.
kill a bunch of orphans.
Bunch of orphans, huh?
Yeah.
How did that song actually go? Something. Is it me you're looking for?
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your ass.
Embarrassing.
I can see it in your face. Why it is there, I don't know.
I want to break this. Not really. Noah, you should totally hide in this and then cover yourself with towels. And then you should hide in one of these, cover yourself with towels, and when Tyler tries to wheel it outside, scare the shit out of him. Well, you're gonna put fucking clean towels on top of you. When we have enough, of course. Don't do it today. Sorry, I'm just sitting on top of one of the big ass linen bins.
Do it now.
Watch Megan come in here and be like, "What? Did you do this yesterday?"
Yeah.
You're just sitting here? Okay. Yeah. So, I guess that's that, at least for the one thing. What? Among Us?
Yeah. Sissy Baka.
Yo, Nix.
Look, I am not sus, okay?
What? I didn't say. Wait, huh? Nix sus? No. What? Nix. What happens if one person literally has expertise in every single category of one in a VTM? What happens if they just have expertise in every single possible category that thing? Like, for example, melee. What if you just specialize in literally everything melee? Like you literally have all of
You
the
can only have one
extra
die due
specialties.
to your specialties.
You can only have what?
You can only add one die due to specialties.
One die?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only one dice per specialty.
Yeah.
I don't get what that means.
You get an extra dice for the roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each specialty adds an extra dice to the roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like worth it, but not like kind of not really.
Yeah.
No, it is worth it in the end. It's just you have to get quite a bit of them in order to actually make it
Worth it.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm gonna go. Huh?
Well, to actually make it super worth it.
Yeah.
What? You need a bunch of proficiencies?
Yeah.
Specialty, yeah.
Wait, so if I have like 2 specialties in melee, then what?
2 specialties in melee?
Yeah. What would that just add a dice?
Yeah, it would still come out to being 1 die. Oh, shit.
I'm confused. Okay.
No, 2 specialties would be 2 dice.
I
Next,
might be
wouldn't
right
it?
about that even.
Yeah, because 1 specialty is 1 dice. We had this conversation before when I snuck up behind the guys. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And I
Do you
did
have
the
to
sh-
have
the
multiple
shot him in the head?
specialties for it to matter? Like, kind of be really good?
No, I mean if you have your melee maxed out, realistically the specialties aren't as big of a deal.
Yeah.
All right, because I mean you're already getting the maximum, or you're already getting a shit ton of rolls already from it. But against those harder targets like Raven or whatnot, it's could be the difference between you succeeding and failing
Okay.
by having those specialties. Now,
Okay.
at the same time, the DM could actually, based on what I read, if you have a specialty in a particular weapon and you're dueling like Nix and them did with Raven, if Raven had a specialty that they didn't have, he could even give the DM could give a negative if both of you are using the same fighting or challenge item. In other words, taking melee as the example, or taking brawl as the example, you're arm wrestling and say you're arm wrestling Nix. Well, because of one of his abilities, he could use his ability, or Nix could easily say that his character's going easy on you, and his specialty gives you a negative plus a positive for him.
Okay.
I know, it's confusing.
Yeah, very, very. The way you're describing it doesn't help much.
Basically, it is up to the DM's discretion. Tongue twister there. Discretion. Yeah. So if he decides that the specialty is going to be a negative for you and a positive for the challenger or the person you're challenging, then it's even more beneficial.
Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm just trying to think because I have 20 left and I don't know what to spend it on.
Well, you still have a few more things to
You could
work
also
with.
buy skills and shit.
Those cost so much.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
It's like 10 per level.
Yeah, but
Well, for the like strength, dexterity.
I said
yeah,
skills.
traits.
Oh.
Skills are 3 per level.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna end up doing skills here too, but I know that. Skills is good. I'm gonna wait till we get till me and Amy get everything down so that I like in case because I want to have 20 extra for putting wherever I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if
And
I
then-
want more advantages.
To top that off, there's going to be some added points that you're going to have to put in for other things too, like your advantages and you're going to get points for advantages and you're going to get points for your flaws too.
Okay.
So you may end up wanting to add more to them. That's all.
More
Just gotta
points
figure
too. Okay.
Just got to figure out what you're going to have.
Well, yeah, we just got to do that when I get back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Oh, Bill left. I was like, "Where's Bill?"
Yeah, Bill left.
Because he was like, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" Yes, yes. And then he didn't talk anymore, and I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, realistic, I couldn't either. Yeah. That's cool. Oh yeah. We'll see. So, the real question is it a modern, like, exactly, like, what date is it in?
Today's date.
2022.
BTM.
Today's date.
Oh, 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's all modern weapons. Or is it kind of like an adaptation of today?
It's pretty much all modern. And if you
Okay.
buy on the open market,
I'll put it to you this way. We destroyed 47's place. And inside 47's place, there's a 308 sniper rifle. There's armor tipped, all kinds of different tipped ammunition. A big freaking anti-tank gun or whatever on wheels that's supposed to be hauled by another vehicle. A freaking bus RV that is like very freaking expensive. You're talking $250,000, $300,000 easy for it. And it's all modern and or slightly advanced stuff.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was just asking because what is it? Realistically, it's just because it is hard to, like, for example, I have melee at 4, so I can. From what it said, is you brought a gun to a knife fight, or that's funny, or something. Like how I don't really know.
Yeah, it's
So I just
funny
didn't know
if
melee weapons.
It's funny. It's funny if like you're going against someone who is equal level or a lower level than your melee.
Well, yeah. Well, there's only 5 levels, right?
Plus specialties. That's
Plus
what the specialties are all about. The specialties are like an extra level kind of thing.
Well, yeah, if I don't find anything else I want for, like, the advantages and flaws, then I might just max out melee and then add another specialty.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, at least. Because to max it out, it'd be 15, right? Because it's 3 times the level?
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
The phone.
Okay. Smoking a Zaza and go straight to the mata. Up in the cha-cha, hitting the cha-pa. Straight to the mata. Alright, I'll see you when I get home. I'm gonna dip out for now.
Okay.
All right, later.
I have managed to claim an oil rig.
Interesting.
Very. Right? Curiosity, what would you do if you actually had access to an oil rig?
I would probably build my own place to stay on it, and possibly even shut it down or have it at a low velocity and make it so that way I am still able to collect and process what I need to use for like power or whatnot, and leave it alone.
Personally, I probably would end up destroying it.
I mean, it's already hooked up. You destroy it,
Yeah.
all you're going to do is cause the oil to leak out into the water. So you might as well use it. That's the reason why I said use it.
Good point.
What's up? You got time?
Oh, I need industrial circuits. Not circuit boards.
All right, Nix.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 wishes.
Gee, why does that sound like a very bad joke start?
I don't know. What would they be? Do I need to put stipulations on it?
No?
So what would your first wish be?
$10 million.
Just $10 million?
Well,
Okay.
okay, an infinite amount of cash.
Okay.
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 Second wish. The second wish will be an end to war. Okay.
Interesting. All right.
Third wish, my own death.
Your own what?
My own death.
Why would you want your own death?
As a fuck you to society.
Okay. It's kind of, wow.
What?
I mean, your
I
own
told
death.
you, I'm an anarchist.
Yeah, but your own death.
Yes. I'm also a lazy piece of shit.
I'll be the judge of that. What you shitting about, Nix?
I jumped out of a flying helicopter.
Really?
Yeah, on accident too.
It's actually kind of funny, you know. Did you just declared your own death?
Huh? Poppers is asleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'll dump Billy's stuff on his work table.
Yeah, Hito.
Why is Daisy wearing an ID?
I gotta fix her.
He's a broken.
Yeah. If I saw the figure match.
Is that pretty girl? Hi. Did you want to go outside? Hmm? All right. Let me let the dogs out. Come on, quick, Gus. Let's go outside. Oh, we need to get some more water. Daddy! Hola!
Fucking hate shotgunners. You're gonna shout at me? No, nothing.
I'm so ready to be in a new place already.
I'm ready for you guys to get a new place.
Hey, girl. Okay, girl. What do my girls need undivided attentions? Oh, we need undivided attention. Yeah, my girls. Yeah, no. Okay, I will stop recording. All right. Sorry, my doggy says their turn. We're lemons. I got on my fingers. You want me to indicate?